Check.
Check. Pay him his money.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
We're going back to the Glenrothes.
We'll fix that in editing.
No.
To the Glenrothes.
No, these are all outtakes. This does not make the blooper reel. This makes the reel.
The Glenrothes. We have with us our Maker's Cut.
This is, again, part of the brand new Soleo Collection.
And all the whiskeys in the collection are aged between 10 and 25 years. This bottle has no age statement, but I guess it's safe to assume that it's somewhere in that 10 to 12 range.
Okay. Now, this is where you ask me, why are we reviewing this when we just reviewed 2 Glenrothes whiskeys? Ask me, come on.
Why are we reviewing this when we just reviewed 2 Glenrothes whiskeys?
Because guess what? We may have a fan. A shout out to Mr. Neil Stuckey. I apologize for any mispronunciations. But anyway, he commented, said, this is really good. He enjoyed our reviews of the other 2, of the Sherry Cask Reserve and the 12.
And the 12.
And the 12 of the Soleo Collection. And he and a couple other folks have been highly recommending this one and said that we should really try this. So, here we are.
And at 48.8, who are we to turn it down?
No, not at all. The other 2 were 40, I believe, right?
40s, yeah.
Yeah, so this one's a little bit higher octane. And that's always been one of our complaints. We always like a little higher octane. So,
and the last 2 in the range come in a little bit lower.
Yes.
They're, I think, at 43.
All right, so why don't we crack these puppies open, grab your glass this way, because I know I'm going to mess up if I have it on this thing. Which is, by the way, a lovely treat from the West Coast office during his trips to Scotland. Made from a barrel stave. Very cool. I think it's made at Speyside Cooper Works.
So the West Coast office went to Scotland and all, all you got was a barrel stave?
Yeah, well, I got something. At least it was something.
Is that like getting the shaft?
You're a funny guy.
Yeah.
You're a funny guy.
I like to think so.
Yeah, you are. All right, yar. If you weren't funny, you wouldn't be here now, would you?
Yar.
All right, chin chin.
Cheers.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, exactly.
we hoot together.
Yeah. So the color on this is pretty dark. It's got a nice. What are we going with? Amber. Is it always amber?
You always go back to amber.
It's always amber. I don't
know what night she was dancing for you, but you can't get her out of your head.
No, I can't. It smells really good. And again, it says 48.8.
48.8.
So it's a little higher octane, and I could sort of smell it. It seems a little deeper, richer, darker. You know, like the $6 Million Man of whiskey.
Not so viscous.
No. Well, does that really mean anything though?
I thought it'd be, maybe a little thicker, a little oilier.
No, maybe. I don't know.
And in the glass anyway. The taste may be different.
Okay. I'm just checking to see if we're still in focus, and we are. Shockingly. I should put a piece of tape right there to, for my blocking.
An X to mark the spot?
Yes.
So what are you getting?
I get like a really nice brown sugar. Really, really good brown sugar with a little bit of clove.
Getting a lot of vanilla.
There's some vanilla. There's a good bit of dried fruit.
Maybe a little citrus peel?
A little orange.
A little orange.
Candied? Not candied. Candy, that was...
Candy.
No, we'll leave her alone.
Candy.
Leave candy off the list. First
candy, amber, quite a show.
It smells good. I like it. There's definitely baking spices. I could see where you're getting the vanilla. There's some cinnamon.
I always get a little bit of figgy with the sherry. I'm not getting that here. I'm really not getting the sticky fruits.
Sticky toffee pudding?
The sticky pudding.
Christmas cake?
No Christmas.
Treacle?
And the...
I'm going to just keep throwing out random things.
The more you knows this, the more the alcohol becomes apparent.
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. I mean, it's a little bit of a sting, but I like the nose. I like the richness of it.
Going in.
This is a lot more like richer sherry than the other 2 are.
And it's not as thick as you'd think it would be, but it's got a lot of punch.
It does, but
a lot of upfront spice.
But it's not a big burn.
And the flavors. No, it's not a kick to the face. It's a nice flavor profile where it comes in. There's a good sweetness up front, and then there's some spice, mild burn, good finish.
Remember Benny Hill? Remember when he walked up to the bald guy?
Just pat him on the head?
Yeah, me being Jackie. The bald guy. It's like me. Yeah,
you got to say to his friend Jackie.
It's not quite like a frying pan to the head. It's more of just a pat to the back of the head. By the way, we bald guys don't like that.
Hey, I'm only a couple years behind you.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm strategically trumping my hair around my head. So let's just say the haircuts are getting shorter and shorter in terms of duration.
Yeah, but the price doesn't come down.
No.
But this is good. I like it. Yeah, taste-wise, it's a little dry. Right? It gets a very nice dryness to it.
It's just a good, solid whiskey.
That's very nice.
It's still tingly on the tongue from the burn in the front. A nice smooth finish back end. I get the drying. Longest finish with a little bit of residual heat. Not much in the way of barrel char or any of that.
No, it's not. It's not woody.
So you're not getting those notes, but you certainly do get the sweetness of the PX cask up front, and then a good bit of heat.
The
rest of the way.
The what cask?
The PX.
The PX.
The Pedro
Jimenez.
Jimenez. I don't know. The PX cask. I say PX.
Oh, this is really nice. And again, it starts out a little hot.
Yeah.
You get that nice, like, real, like, brown sugar and cinnamon heat. And then it kind of moves into a little bit more, like, dried fruit. And I get some of the other baking spices, a little bit of clove, a little bit of, what else would there be? Clove, maybe a little cardamom. And then as you get to the end, it gets really dry. It gets pretty tannic. Is that the word?
It's like a mince pie.
Yeah. Is it? I don't know. I never had mince pie. Never had mince pie.
Well, you were throwing out treacle and stuff before. I thought I'd throw that out.
It's okay. I still stick with my figgy pudding. Not that I've ever had a figgy pudding, but I certainly would. Yeah, but this is good.
It's awfully good. Very impressed with the Soleo collection so far. I think they've done a really outstanding job of kind of not reinventing, maybe re-engineering some of the flavor profile of the Glenrothes. And I really like it. This is 3 winners in a row.
What's interesting, though, is that everyone's been going towards no age statements, and they've kind of mixed it up. I mean, they've got like 4 age statements, and then they have this one. What did you say the range was?
10 to 25.
Okay, so I guess they take a few. I mean, it's
a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Single malt's the same distillery, but it could be more than one barrel as long as it's from the same distiller. So I guess the range can go anywhere. But yeah, that's really good. I like it.
Really enjoyed it.
Do we have a price?
Do we have a price?
Do we know how much this is? I'm thinking 75, 80. Is it in that range?
I think that's what I saw. To the Google.
Just curious. And we'll cut out all these long pauses, don't worry. We'll even cut out me saying we're going to cut it out.
What are we, a liter? Would it be a liter? 750 a liter? It's 72 pounds.
That's 72 pounds for a liter?
For a liter. So this is probably closer to...
It's probably about $80.
$90?
You think? Well, we don't sell liters here, though, right? We only do 750s.
750 is not a liter. 750 is 3/4 of a milliliter. That's how the metric system works.
3/4 of a liter.
I'm very smart.
3/4 of a liter.
I'm sorry, I had the ml out there.
Yes, 750 milliliters equals 3/4 of a liter.
I'm very good with the metric system.
I could see that.
Thank God for editing. Let's see. This says it is 50 and 95. So about $66.
Okay.
In that range.
All right. So how much are we saying this is?
It's probably around $66.
Okay.
65, 60, $70, something in that range.
I'd say it's worth that.
I think it's a good buy. And I do enjoy the no age statements when the makers have really done something to kind of raise it above. And I certainly think this is something that's out of the ordinary. It's very good.
It's good. I like it. I like it. So anyway, this is a keeper. And I have to say, I was always a bit of a Glenrothes naysayer, to be quite honest.
He does say nay.
I do. Nay. And I think either they've turned it around, or maybe I've just spent a little more time with them and I've grown to like them a little more. So there we go. I think we have a keeper.
Very good.
All right, sir. Cheers.
Cheers.